All right, so you've picked up your number line adding integers from Mr. Turner or whomever you need to pick it up from. And now let's talk about modeling on a number line, okay? Now let's talk about modeling on a number line. So before we do that, I want us to do a flow map. Actually, I think we'll do one, and then we'll come back and do our flow map, okay? So let's go up here and do this example one. We're going to model on a number line with two different lines, okay? We're going to model with two different lines. I'm going to show my lines in two different, I'm going to use green and red because my yellow's kind of doesn't show up real good. Actually, I think I'll use orange and red. So, no, I'm going to use green and red because the orange and red sometimes can look too much like the same color. So, I'm going to model my negative numbers in red and my positive in green, but we're going to have two different lines. So, here's my -2. So, I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to draw an arrow to -2, okay? And then I stop there. Now, I'm going to come back and model my +3. So I start here at -2 where I stopped my other one. Just do you a kind of a little line right there instead of a, I'll tell you what, let's put an X there. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to come right above that X and put my next dot. And I'm going to go forward 3. So 1, 2, 3 means that I'm going to stop. If I start at -2, I'm going to come forward 3. 1, 2, 3. That means I'm going to stop right here. So I'm going to draw this line back to here. And when I draw that line back to there, I stop at 1. So my answer there is 1. This is your first term. The bottom line is always the first term. Negative, this negative sign means I'm moving left. This is a positive, so I'm moving right. Okay? Let's go and do this next example. This is a +4, so I'm going to go right. So I start at 0. I'm going to go forward to 4, put me an X. I'm going to come right above that X and model my -8, and I'm going to go left to do my -8. So I'm going to come right above there, draw me a dot, and I like to count on my number line and not up here. It's hard to count up here. So I don't count the 4, so I'm going left 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to draw me a line right there, showing where I'm going. And then I come back and draw this line. And it stops right there. And this is my solution. Let's label our lines. So this is the line to represent our -2. And this is the line that represents our 3. This is our 4. And this is -8. All right. So I want you to pause the video, try number 1, and then come back and look at how I'm going to do it. All right. So have you tried number 1? Let's do it together very quickly. Now, so we have 4, +4 means I'm going to the right. So start at 0. I'm going right to +4. Put me an X there. Then I have -5, so I'm going left. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw me a line to where I'm going. put a dot right here. This is my solution. So this is my positive 4. This is my negative 5. And my answer here is negative 1. Okay. Pause the video, try number 2. Come back and do it with me. Check your work. All right, you ready to do number 2? So we start by looking at negative 7. So that means I'm going to go left 7. So I start at 0. I'm going to go left to negative 7. Draw my X. Then I'm going to go right 2. So I'm going to come right above my X and put a dot. Then I'm going to move right 2. 1, 2. Which means I'm going to be right here. Draw my line. So negative 7 plus 2 gives me a negative 5. Okay, pause the video, try number 3, come back and do it with me. All right, now you have done number 3, so let's look at it together. I have negative 3, so I'm going to start at 0 and go to negative 3. And then I have negative 4 more. So I'm going left, and then I'm going left again. So I'm going to put my dot right there, and I'm going to go left 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I'm going to be right here. So my second line is going to come to there. So I have negative 3 plus the negative 4, and my solution is negative 7. Pause the video, do number 4 and number 5, and then come back and we'll do those together. So you've done number 4 and number 5. So let's look at those. Number 4 says 1, so I'm going to go right 1, start at 0, go right 1, and then right 7 more. Come right above my X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to be right here. So 1 plus 7 is 8. And we don't have a number line for number 5, so let's just draw us one right quick. Just kind of do it like the one above it. So I drew my number line. I didn't make it quite as long as the other one, but that's okay. So we have positive 3, which means I'm going to go right 3. So I start at 0. I go forward 3, draw my X. And then I'm going to go left 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which puts me right there at negative 9. So I'm going to come with my other line to negative 9. This is my negative 9. This is my positive 3. And negative, wait, I'm sorry. Sorry, that's negative 12. This is negative 12. My answer is negative 9. My solution is negative 9. So this is positive 3, minus 12. All right, so there's number line models. And so now you're going to flip this over and do a few more chip counter models just for practice. And when you finish doing your chip counter models on here, come back to this paper, come back to this video, pause the video, do your work, and then come back to this. Actually, I'll have the key for this. I'm not going to do this one with you, but I'll have the key for this in Google Classroom for you. When you finish doing these models, take your paper, show it to the teacher, let them see your work for front and back, turn this in, and pick up your next paper and go to the next video.